Welcome back to Maicol's Kitchen, and we got Salisbury steak tonight. Not only do we got a great recipe for tonight, this is our first official giveaway. So we mentioned on our other video here that we were getting close to 500. We're over 500. We're over 500. So we got a giveaway. You guys have seen from the other video an apron or a Maicol's Kitchen shirt. So we're gonna do this official. We'll do comment. Well, first subscribe. I mean, that's obvious. Then like the video, this video, and then comment down below which one of Maicol's Kitchen's videos is your favorite so far. That said, Salisbury steak. So I was raised BM, before the microwave. And we used to have Swanson's TV dinner. And we'd sit in front of the TV with our little tray. You guys know, Kim's probably laughing her tail off right now. And I was talking to my good friend Brad, and he's like, yeah, I remember those Salisbury steaks. And I said, yeah, I'm gonna make that again. So sure as we went to the supermarket and got our supplies. But the old ones were the metal pans, you put in the oven, and it had the Salisbury steak, some corn, some green peas. No one ate the green peas. But in the middle, there was a choice between brownie and apple crumb. So my brother and I, Drew, used to fight for that damn apple crumb one. Anyways, that's what we got today. So for this, simple, delicious. I'm not getting started right now, but what we need for our Salisbury steak, or our Salisbury steak, like my mom used to say, Salisbury. Anyways, we need a pound and a half of ground beef. Got some breadcrumbs, some Worcestershire sauce, some soy sauce. I've been using this. Levi introduced me to this caramelized onions, and it's just been straight fire. Black pepper, salt. I got onion, which I'm going to grate to do one of my wife's tricks. The CEO, who you guys saw in that video that I already tagged, so we can take that finger out. But the other video there, guys, Maicol's Kitchen, garlic, and an egg. So we'll get set up, and we'll be right back. Let's start building. So I'm gonna get my pound and a half of 85/15 ground beef. I'm gonna take, I don't know, a few tablespoons of my shredded onions. And while I was crushing the garlic, my wife says, that's a lot of garlic. But you guys know us, garlic. I put those 4 cloves of garlics, about a half a cup of breadcrumbs, about, I don't know, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, maybe I'll do 2. And then maybe a teaspoon of soy sauce. Some of those caramelized onions I told you about earlier. Yes, I already have onions in there. And then, of course, maybe a teaspoon of black pepper. And a teaspoon of salt. And before we leave, 1 egg. And then, if you guys will share a secret sauce. Heinz 57 sauce, about a tablespoon. Don't tell anyone that I did this. I'm substituting this versus a ketchup. At this point, mix to combine. Levi, eat your heart out. Levi was spoiled when he was here making those videos. He says, man, I don't use gloves in the house. We'll put a video here of Levi visiting. So just mix and combine. Once you have everything combined, take off some cling wrap, cover this up, and we're gonna let this rest for at least 1 hour in the fridge, covered up. 2 hours is better, but at least 1 hour. Be back. So I waited the prerequisite hour. It's been tough, but I've been waiting it. And I formed my patties. Can you see my patties in there? I've done a little oval, just like they were in the little tray that we told you about before. I'm gonna use some Texas beef, which I used on the beef stroganoff that Debbie tried, and Bruce and Debbie tore it up. It was so good, Bruce had seconds. Anyways, some Texas beef. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get my preheated cast iron skillet. That's the Texas beef, in case you want it. I'm gonna go ahead and get my preheated skillet with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And it's hot already. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add these in. I'm gonna go for about 1.5 minutes aside and then flip. So here we go. We'll be right back in 1.5 minutes. So nothing's worse than one side flavored beef. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit the other side before I flip. Again, you could use salt and pepper if you don't have Texas beef, no worries. And I'm gonna go ahead and flip. Again, the goal is to brown it up. And the eggs and the breadcrumbs will help me get the color I'm after. And then you'll set my timer again for 1.5 minutes. So we'll be back in 1.5 minutes. So I just flipped the steaks. I'm gonna get my ingredients ready for the gravy. I've got half an onion chopped. I've got about 2 cups of portobello mushrooms sliced up, salt, pepper, ketchup, Worcestershire sauce, 3.5 cups of beef broth. I'm using the better than beef bouillon. Can't forget my flour for thickening agent, and of course the butter. So when these come out, I'll start adding my ingredients to build my sauce. Patties are ready. You guys can see the color I was after. I'm gonna take them out, and in the same pan, I'm gonna build my gravy. You guys can't smell, but tell them, babe, how's it smell?
It smells so delicious.
And what, are you just saying that, or is there...
No, it is. It smells good. I'm hungry. I'm ready to eat.
So now I'm gonna start building my gravy here. So first things first, I'm gonna add in my 2 tablespoons of salted butter. This recipe, I'm gonna start using the salted butter. Get that all melted up in my cast iron pan. And at the same time, I'm going to add my 2 cups of mushrooms. And my cup of onions. And that's going to be my base for my gravy. And you guys remember our video where we did the, we had a guest chef and we did the broccoli casserole. First we're going to make it wet, then we're going to dry it out, and then we're going to start making our roux, our thickening agent with our flour. So we'll be back in a few minutes after we incorporate all this in the pan. While I'm getting this going, I'm going to cover these to keep them warm. Again, all we do is provide a color. We'll finish cooking them in the gravy. You guys saw that I said first we're going to make it wet. The mushrooms got to release all their liquids, and then they're going to dry up, and then I'll add the flour. Again, it's important to do these steps. If not, you'll have just not a good tasting gravy. Be patient. Good food is patience. So the mushrooms have released all their liquids, the onions are all caramelized. I'm going to add in my flour and start building my thickening agent for this gravy. Mix that all in. It's going to get dry again. And you want to cook that flour off and get rid of the raw edge. And it should start smelling like almost nutty flavor, like a nut, if you will. Almond, peanut. So after you've got it all incorporated and the flour's mixed in, go ahead and add in about 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And about 1 tablespoon of ketchup. Get that going and you immediately smell the Worcestershire sauce, the ketchup, the mushrooms. Once you got that incorporated, we'll go ahead and add in our final ingredient, which is our 3.5 cups of beef broth. And I use that better than bouillon. As you guys saw, we'll put a link in one of my favorite videos, the French dip sandwich, which was delicious. Over 4 million views on TikTok. And we'll get this all mixed in and incorporated, and then we'll add in our beef. So we'll be back in a few minutes. So I don't know if you can tell, but my gravy has totally thickened up, which means it's time to add our beef. But before I do, now's the time to taste to see if we're right with our salt and pepper. So go ahead and get a spoon. Should be nice and thick. I don't know if you can see that. And let's see how our flavor profile is. That's good. Our steaks have been covered for the last, 10 minutes as I got that steak prepared. I'm gonna go ahead and get them placed into the gravy. From here, I'll go ahead and get my spoon and start basting these. I'm gonna let these go until the temperature gets up to, I don't know, until they get warmed up again. Because I gotta finish cooking the beef in the gravy. So maybe another 5-10 minutes. But we're almost there. Almost there. We'll be back. So I finished cooking the steaks in this gorgeous gravy that smells phenomenal. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to taste one up. So I'll get a nice little one and not be greedy with the family. And I'll put that on my plate. And then you could serve this with cauliflower mash, rice, egg noodles, mashed potatoes, baked potatoes. So since I've got some mashed potatoes, I'll go ahead. They're super cheesy and a bunch of sour cream in my potatoes. And then of course you gotta get I'm gonna use the same spoon for my gravy. Because that's the whole purpose of this, right? All this effort for this gravy. Pour that on top of there. On top of the potatoes. Yes, that's why we did 3.5 cups. So we can have a lot of gravy. So here we are, after that little quick impromptu meal. Salisbury steak reminds me of sitting at home with my little TV dinner with my metal tray, taking out of the oven and fighting for that apple crumb. But let's see what we got. I'll go ahead and slice this. Look at that. I told you guys, let it finish inside the gravy. Looks good. Can you see that?
Yeah.
So let's see what we got. I'm not going to be shy this time. Remember, I added that the Heinz 57 sauce, the onions, the breadcrumbs, the garlic. Did someone say garlic? The garlic. This gravy's just luscious. Y puedo decir a buen tiempo. This is phenomenal. This is just delicious. This is delicioso. Oh yeah, that's a winner. Guys, don't forget the giveaway. If you like this video, like the video. Comment down below. Let us know which one has been your favorite Maicol's Kitchen recipe. And subscribe for more. Giveaway time. Don't forget. Comment down below. That said, babe.
A buen tiempo.
Okay, come over here on the side real quick. It's a buen tiempo time. It's time to eat. But the missus has been going ham on making these, trying to find the right match, the right size for our giveaway. So, this one she made. And she made her apron, which you guys saw in another video. So, the winner will pick their size, if they want an apron or a shirt, and we'll get that out to you. So don't forget to comment down below to be entered in the giveaway.
A buen tiempo.
Are you gonna eat some?
I'm gonna
Not on my plate. Are you gonna get your own?
I guess.
You can have some. Bye, people.
Smells good.
Oh, you want the potatoes?
Color. Holy cow.
Bye, people.